In the bigger picture of presentation, it's very important not just to think about what you're going to be presenting, but to actually write it down. There seems to be brilliant ideas, but oftentimes there's no logic. So it's good to be able to write them down and see the logic within it. It's also important to see if there's the good balance of opinion, facts, and passion. And after you write everything down, I use this method that I call it Green Day technology. Green Day is a rock band. Some people might know, some people might not. And there's an album called The American Idiot that they've made, and it was a world bestseller. And there's actually a backside story to the actual release of the actual album. I don't know the actual details, whether it was stolen or they lost it, but right before they were about to release the album, they lost everything. So they had to build it from scratch. So there's a launch date that they're really close to. So they just use their memory to bring out what they've actually remember creating to actually launch the album. And what they say is that more than what they've originally created, the actual output was a lot better. So what I do is I prepare everything and then I put it aside. And for a couple weeks, I don't think about that. So I do a lot of other things. I learn other things, I get inspired with different things, and just leave a little bit of space. And what I do is I start to write it again from scratch. So in that process, what happens is that the tendency is when you're researching and when you're fully into it, you tend to not have a bigger perspective, but you kind of put it aside. And then when you rewrite it, it really starts to become your story and it becomes intertwined with all these other things that you were inspired by. And you have a lot of bigger perspective to actually build your presentation as well and deliver it.